everybody, Joshua back here again with another video, and today I'm back with another Comic-Con San Diego 2015. You know what, let me reverse that, Willy Wonka style. San Diego Comic-Con 2015 recap video for the DC TV panels, and specifically Arrow and Flash. I know they showed some stuff, and they, had some, panels for a lot of other DC, shows like Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl and God knows what the fuck else, but the two things that I was mostly anticipating was obviously Arrow and the Flash. And let's first start off with Arrow. Let's get right down to it. Stephen Amell obviously showed up in his new Arrow suit for Season 4, and of course they showed off the new poster, which of course I'm pretty sure all of you have seen, and I'm pretty sure I'm posting in this video itself. And let's start off with that. The new freaking costume is fucking awesome. I love it. I liked the older costume as well, but 3 seasons of the same costume, yeah, they definitely needed to change that shit. And I love the fact that Stephen Amell, he came on with the costume itself, and it just looks badass. It has a very good, it looks like it's New 52-esque, but it's still keeping, the elements of what they started with the old costume in prior seasons. And I just love Stephen Amell's speech before they got into the panel. Like, he was like, I'm Oliver Queen, and, San Diego, you have not failed this city. And the fact that he called himself not the Arrow, but the Green Arrow was just awesome. Obviously, the creators of the show had a lot to say and with regards towards the new season for Season 4. Now, before I get into that, I need to make it publicly known, because I'm pretty sure if you're just tuning into this videos and you've not watched any of my prior Green Arrow Season 3 episode reviews, I fucking hated Season 3. I despised Season 3 of Arrow. I did not like it at all. Everything about it I didn't like. Felicity crying all day, Oliver's bullshit, fucking how they mistreated, Ra's al Ghul, and, all the stupid things that went on with Malcolm and Thea, and, fucking Roy leaving, and, there was a lot of stupid shit that went down in Season 3 that I just personally downright hated. Season 4, based off how they've been hyping it up in this specific con, really makes me really more hyped for Season 4. I personally said if they didn't bring the heat with their upcoming promotional hype for the movies for the TV shows, specifically the new season, I was not going to watch Season 4, because I went through this with Walking Dead, and I made that publicly known as well. Like, I said it during my Walking Dead Season 3 and Season 4 reviews that, you know what? If Walking Dead doesn't change and they don't get better in the following season, I'm going to stop watching. And I did. I have not watched a single season of Walking Dead since Season 4. I've not seen it. And I feel the same thing about Arrow. Like, if Arrow Season 3 sucked and if Season 4 sucks, I'm just going to stop watching the show. So that's just my personal thoughts on it. And plus, with all the, other great TV shows that are coming up, especially how epic The Flash is, it's kind of like I'm not really losing anything. It's not really like I lost something. But that being said, going off with the Arrow stuff, the fact that Season 4 is going to start this new approach that, Oliver Queen is going to stop being the Arrow and he's going to start being the Green Arrow is fucking amazing. I love that. It's something I've been wanting since, Season 1, because I'm just saying the Arrow, that just sounds stupid. It's the Green Arrow, you fucks. Great. I love that. Starling City is going to start being called Star City, which is really great, more comic book related. That was kind of hinted in Season 3, so it's kind of cool that they're actually going on there. Obviously, Oliver and Felicity are going to be in their new romance. Obviously, if you've seen Season 3 finale, they're officially together, so that's going to be the new dynamic for the show, that they're officially a couple. We don't have to go through that bullshit of like, oh, I love you, but I can't reveal my feelings. That CW cheese bullshit. Now it's official. They're together. Stop with the Olicity bullshit. Stop it with the fan fiction. It's officially there, so leave me alone with it. That being said, we get into the main new characters for Season 4 of Arrow. Number 1, we have new characters to join Team Arrow. We have, apparently, besides the whole Damien Dark thing, which I'll get into in a second, we have Mr. Terrific, who's going to be joining Team Arrow, and he's going to be, I guess, the second Mr. Terrific from the comic books, and apparently from the way they've been kind of promoting him on the panel, they kind of hinted at the fact that that character is going to be a very tech-savvy kind of character that's on par with Felicity. So, yeah, Felicity is going to definitely have a lot of help in the Arrow Cave when it comes to that. And, of course, for a new villain, they obviously have Anarchy, which is going to be another villain for Arrow Season 4. I don't know how big of a role this character will have, but I don't know. It's very interesting because they kind of did that with Season 3 where they had like a shit ton of villains that they only used once. So I don't know if he's going to have any kind of significance. We already know that the main bad guy for Season 4 is obviously Damien Darhk and Hive. So I don't know if he's going to, like, I feel like if Anarchy is going to be a villain for Season 4, he's probably going to have the same kind of status that Komodo had in Season 3. That's just my personal speculation, but let me know what you personally think. Moving off of that, we've been having a lot of talk with Diggle, and apparently there's like this image of like Diggle in his new vigilante costume, which is really odd. I mean, like, it's not official. It's allegedly supposed to be concept art, so it's not really an official thing that they released. I don't really know, but if it's true and it's a confirmed thing that Diggle is going to be wearing a costume and he's going to be wearing an actual mask to fight crime in Season 4, which is something that he should have done a long fucking time ago, I like it. The concept art, it's hard to really pick out what's cool about it because it's really crappy quality and it's obviously hasn't been confirmed, at least to my knowledge. So I can't really tell if it's really that amazing. But that being said, really cool on that front. But moving off of that, obviously, overall the panel was awesome. It was really cool to hear a lot of things that the creators had to say regards to Arrow and how it's going to fit into Legends of Tomorrow and how they're going to have more crossovers for, Arrow and the Flash and, made bad guys and what have you. And apparently we have Damien Darhk, of course. Damien Darhk has been cast, and of course, Damien Darhk is apparently, we already know that he's going to be the main bad guy for Season 4, but he's already been cast as Neil McDonnell, which I think I'm saying that his name correctly, which, of course, if you've not seen him before, he was obviously, in the cinematic universe in Captain America First Avenger, which was pretty badass, and apparently now he's going to come into the DC universe as Damien Darhk. Number one, I like the fact that they're using a very lesser-known, kind of extravagant kind of villain, because I feel like with an actor like him, he can really bring something to the role that no one can really top because the character's not really that well known. Like, Damien Darhk is a character that's not really known through fans and not really known through, the comic books. So it's not really like he has an extravagant legacy or stories like how they did with Ra's al Ghul. So I have more faith in how they promote this villain and how Neil is going to, portray him in this season in comparison to how they did Ra's al Ghul. So, number one, I love it. I personally can't wait to see what happens. I think the actor choice is amazing, and all the other awesome stuff they showed was pretty cool. They also showed a trailer, which was basically a recap of Season 3, which I would have liked it if they showed some kind of footage, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. The fact that we're going to get a whole bunch of cool things in Season 4, that, we're finally introduced to the Green Arrow, not the Arrow, the Green Arrow. I fucking love the new costume. Looks way more badass. It has definitely a way more New 52 look to it, which is cool. Damien Darhk has been cast. He's gonna kick ass. I hope he fucking destroys, because my personal thoughts on Ra's al Ghul. I didn't love how he was portrayed. So yeah, just let me know what your personal thoughts are on that overall. Let me know what your personal thoughts are on the Arrow panel and of course Season 4 speculation in the comment section below. But moving off of that, let's get into Flash Season 2 things, the creme de la creme of everything awesome. Oh, God, there was so much great shit that went down with The Flash. Obviously, there's been lots of talk with Legends of Tomorrow. Obviously, there's going to be tons of crossovers with there. I don't want to get too much into Legends of Tomorrow because, obviously, that show hasn't really been going into... It's still in development, and that show doesn't even come out until next year in early 2016, so I don't really want to get into that overall. But moving off of that, going into specifics... we have a new Reverse Flash, Zoom. Professor Zoom is officially coming to freaking Flash, which is awesome. Professor Zolomon, Hunter Zolomon, whatever you want to call him, he's officially going to be the main bad guy for Season 2 of The Flash. And apparently, from what the creators have been saying, that Season 2 takes place a few months after the events of the finale, which, of course, if you've not seen the finale, spoilers, Black Hole kind of came out of the nowhere, and basically Flash was trying to control it, maintain it, and hopefully not destroy all of Central City. And apparently, Season 2 is going to take place sometime after that, and Central City and the main characters, specifically Team Flash, have to deal with the consequences that happened after the events of the Black Hole, which, of course, introduces these new characters, which is obviously Hunter Zolomon, the new Reverse Flash. It hasn't been stated as to who he's being cast as. Obviously, Tom Cavanaugh is returning as Dr. Wells for Season 2. We don't know if he's going to just be Reverse Flash again. I really hope they don't do that, because as much as I love Tom Cavanaugh, I want to see another guy play Reverse Flash. I mean, that's the great thing about the Flash and Flash universe, that it's a legacy character. Lots of characters portray these iconic roles. You know, like there's multiple Flashes, there's multiple Reverse Flashes, there's multiple alternate Flashes. So, as much as I love Tom Cavanaugh's performance, last season, and I'm glad that he's back again, but I would really like it if they casted someone new for Zoom. That's just my personal speculation, but it's really awesome that's been confirmed right out of the gate. Zoom is the main bad guy for Season 2. Awesome. Moving off of that, we have new speedsters to join Season 2. Jay Garrick officially has been cast. We already know who he is. He's obviously being played by, I don't even know the guy, He's going to be played by Teddy Sears. I think that's the name of the actor who's going to be playing Jay Garrick. Damn, it's freaking awesome. Jay Garrick was the biggest surprise Easter egg that we got last season, and it was freaking awesome that they finally brought him in to this new season. And based how the creators have been talking about Jay Garrick in this new season, that he's very important to the season, and he's very important to Barry and very important to Team Flash. So I'm guessing that he's going to have a very significant role in comparison to a lot of other characters, which is pretty cool and badass. And also, there's been hints that allegedly Wally West will end up being apparently, having a lot to do with the new plot of Season 2. So Wally West and Jay Garrick, couple of speedsters, may in fact be confirmed to join Season 2. Really awesome, really epic, really badass stuff right there. I really love the fact that they're really introducing this new black hole, multiverse kind of thing. They've also confirmed that Earth 2 is on the way. Black Hole has kind of like pretty much opened the door to this multiverse. So obviously there's going to be multiple Earths and multiple, other versions of the superheroes. So the fact that, there's an Earth 2, really fucking awesome. And of course, there's just a whole bunch of other talk about the characters and how they're going to be developing in future seasons. They also had some more castings for lesser known characters and what have you. They did touch upon about Caitlin and Cisco and how they're going to be introducing their powers. Jeff Johns, basically all he said was that read his comic books to understand his powers, because it may or may not be introduced in Season 2. So we don't have a full confirmation as to whether or not Cisco will have powers in Season 2. It was winked at in Season 1, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. And as for Caitlin, we all know that we saw Caitlin Snow turn Killer Frost in a specific flashback in Season 1 when Barry was traveling through time. So a lot of people have been talking like, okay, is she going to be becoming Killer Frost anytime soon? And that may end up happening. I mean, like, Danielle did not confirm that she will be Killer Frost, but it's been hinted at the fact that that could happen. And based off certain teasers with Legends of Tomorrow, and maybe if like Firestorm, or at least one half of Firestorm, specifically Ronnie, ends up getting killed off the show, that may in fact result into Killer Frost being born. So overall, the speculations and question marks are destroying my mindset, and I can't wait to see what happens. Moving off of all this epicness, let's get into the creme de la creme of all this shit, which is obviously the new Comic-Con trailer that they showed for Flash Season 2. Now, of course, kind of like the Arrow one, all they did was just do a big recap of Season 1, but at the end, they did give us a good teaser of Season 2, which was basically a whole bunch of monologues of various characters talking about what's going on in Season 2, like Iris and Barry and Joe and, a whole bunch of other various characters. We got to hear Jay Garrick's voice, which was pretty cool. He was basically like, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but he was basically like, my name is Jay Garrick and your world is in danger or what have you. Really badass. And the interesting thing about it is that all through the trailer, you see a speedster running, and CW is known for, reusing footage, so it kind of felt like it was basically footage they used already, but the cool thing about it is that they color changed it. Instead of being red, it was blue. So I have no idea what that means. I mean, like, they released the Flash suit for Season 2 at Comic-Con. They had it over in the convention, so based off the suit, I'm doubting it's Barry. So it has to be either Reverse Flash, Jay Garrick, or Wally West. Those are the three main things. At first I was like, oh shit, did Barry get his hands on a Blue Lantern ring? That was like the first thing that popped in my head. But based off what the creators have been saying, Green Lantern has not been officially confirmed to show up in this universe set yet. So yeah, when it comes to the Lantern stuff, we're still kind of fucked over there, but hopefully in the future we really get some more Green Lantern stuff. But that was like my first thought. I was like, oh shit, is like the Blue Lanterns gonna show up? No, that's not really confirmed. That's probably just another, freaking speedster. It hasn't been confirmed, but my guess is it's either Jay Garrick or Wally West or Hunter Zolomon, Zoom, Professor Zoom. So that's just my personal speculation. And let me know what your personal speculations. Of course, the teaser ends with the really cool, teaser poster of Zoom is coming, so it was kind of cool. I like these whole coming posters that, no pun intended, but I love all these posters of the coming of a certain character in a specific universe. Like Batman Superman had, Lex Luthor saying, oh, the red capes are coming. The red capes are coming. And then now Flash has, Zoom is coming. Zoom is coming. You know what? Someone out there who makes t-shirts, someone make like a Game of Thrones t-shirt of like, the North is coming, but with Lex Luthor, Batman Superman with red capes, and like the Flash Season 2 of freaking Zoom is coming. Someone make that and send me one. I fucking want that kind of shit. I want to wear a t-shirt of like Superman and Batman, and it says in the bottom, the red capes are coming. And then I want to have like a Flash t-shirt and fucking have on the bottom it says Zoom is coming. I would lose my shit if I had those t-shirts. Someone make that shit. I just want to see someone make that kind of shit. It was really cool. But that being said, that was pretty much the end of the Flash and, Arrow panels, specifically the highlights that I personally loved. Moving off of that, I'm not going to get into Legends of Tomorrow stuff because those are spoiler-esque things that I really don't want to spoil myself, especially seeing as how it doesn't come out till next year. And, of course, Supergirl had their thing going down. Once again, the episode everyone has already seen, so I don't want to see it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to wait till November to watch it. So that's kind of my personal opinion on that. But there is one thing before I end this recap that I wanted to talk about, which is Vixen. Yeah, CW officially released their first ever trailer for Vixen, which is the CW Seed animated series, and it looks pretty badass. You have tons of recurring characters. You have Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin reprising the roles as the Flash and Green Arrow. In this role, you have Vixen doing a whole bunch of things. We see her, use her powers and a whole bunch of cool things. The animation's pretty good. It's kind of like on par with like the animation style of Just League War and stuff like that. So it's pretty badass. Story-wise, I don't know how grand it's going to be in comparison to Arrow and the Flash, but let's see what happens. It's a cartoon, so they definitely have the opportunity to do more things that they can't really do with live actors, so we'll see what happens. Overall, Vixen trailer, liked it. It was pretty good. If I had to rank them, the Flash trailer's number 1, Vixen's number 2, and number 3 is Arrow. And I mostly say that because they didn't really give us anything new. But that being said, Let me know in the comment section below let me know what you personally thought about all things Arrow Season 4, Flash Season 2, Vixen, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl. Let me know what you personally thought about the trailers, all the things that, the creators had to talk about with the crossovers and, the events and the new bad guys, Damien Dark and Professor Zoom and, all these new characters, Speedsters, Green Arrow, all these epic cool stuff. Let me know what you personally think about them in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. And of course, if you want to get more DC stuff, go to my channel, check out my Batman, Superman, and Suicide Squad San Diego Comic-Con 2015 trailer reviews. And remember, guys, Zoom is coming. And not to mention, the red capes are coming. I'm just saying, someone make some freaking t-shirts of that and send me one. I want that shit. It would be so cool if those t-shirts existed. Subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been John 12.